Have you ever scrolled through social media and suddenly felt like your life wasn't enough? Like everyone else is happier, more successful, or more attractive than you? If yes, you're not alone. Millions of people feel the same way every day. It often starts with something simple. You open Instagram or TikTok, and within seconds, you're bombarded with images of perfect lives. People traveling the world, buying new homes, getting promotions, getting engaged, all showing off their six-pack abs. You start to think, why don't I have that? Or worse, what's wrong with me? This is exactly what happened to Jamal, a 29-year-old graphic designer living in a busy city. Jamal was good at what he did. He had clients, he paid his rent on time, and he was slowly building his freelance business. But every night before bed, he found himself scrolling on his phone and sinking into a dark place of self-doubt. He'd see his old classmates buying new cars, traveling to Bali, getting featured in design magazines, or running successful companies. He started to feel like he wasn't doing enough, wasn't being enough. Slowly, it started affecting his confidence and creativity. He stopped posting his own work, afraid that it wasn't good enough. He turned down new projects because he didn't feel ready or qualified. What started as harmless scrolling turned into a daily ritual of comparison and emotional pain. The trap of comparison is everywhere, and it can steal your joy, motivation, and peace of mind. It makes you feel like you're in a constant race with people you don't even know. The truth is, everyone's life looks better from a distance. We see highlight reels, not behind-the-scenes moments. But when we forget that, comparison becomes poison. It convinces us we're less valuable, less successful, or less happy than we really are. So how do you stop comparing yourself to others, especially when it feels automatic? This is where cognitive behavioral thinking, CBT, can help. CBT is a simple, practical method that helps you change the way you think, so you can change the way you feel and act. It's used by therapists all over the world to treat anxiety, depression, and yes, even comparison. The basic idea behind CBT is that your thoughts affect your feelings, which then affect your behavior. If you can change the way you think, you can change the way you feel about yourself and the world around you. Let's go back to Jamal. After months of feeling low and anxious, he decided to see a therapist. He wanted to stop this cycle of comparison that was holding him back. During his sessions, his therapist introduced him to a simple CBT technique: thought tracking. Here's how it worked. Every time Jamal caught himself feeling down after seeing someone else's post, he wrote it down. Not just the feeling, but also the thought behind it. For example, trigger: saw old classmate's new job announcement. Thought: I'm falling behind in life. Feeling: inadequate, sad, anxious. Behavior: closed Instagram, stopped working, lay in bed. Then, the therapist asked him to challenge that thought. Is it really true that he's falling behind? What does behind even mean? Isn't it possible that he's just on a different path? Doesn't he also have accomplishments worth celebrating? Bit by bit, Jamal started noticing patterns in his thinking. He realized he had a habit of assuming that someone else's success meant his own failure. That wasn't true, but it felt true. By questioning those thoughts, he began to change the story he was telling himself. Instead of, I'm not good enough, he started thinking, I'm building my own version of success, and that's okay. This shift wasn't magic. It took time and practice, but slowly his confidence came back. He started posting his work again. He applied for new clients. He even reached out to that same classmate and ended up getting referred to a big project. This is what CBT can do. It gives you tools to reframe your thoughts so you can take back control of your emotions. Famous psychologist Aaron T. Beck, one of the founders of CBT, said, "The way you think affects the way you feel." That one sentence explains everything. If you think, I'm not good enough, you'll feel small. If you think, they're better than me, you'll feel hopeless. But if you think, I'm doing my best, and that's enough, you'll feel empowered. According to research published in Cognitive Therapy and Research, individuals who practiced CBT techniques saw significant reductions in comparison-driven anxiety, low self-esteem, and depressive symptoms. Another study in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology found that people who practiced cognitive restructuring, a core CBT skill, reduced their negative self-comparisons within just a few weeks. So how can you start using CBT in your life to stop comparing yourself? Here's a simple way to begin. Catch the comparison. Every time you start feeling bad after seeing or hearing about someone else's success, pause. Ask yourself, what thought just went through my head? Write it down. Keep a small notebook or use your phone. Write the trigger, the thought, the feeling, and how you reacted. Challenge the thought. Ask yourself, is this 100% true? What's the evidence for and against this thought? Is there another way to see the situation? What would I tell a friend who thought this? Replace the thought. Come up with a healthier, kinder thought to replace the old one. Example: instead of "they're better than me," say, "I'm proud of their success, and I'm proud of what I'm building too." Practice daily. Your mind is like a muscle. The more you practice thinking healthy thoughts, the stronger you'll get. It won't be perfect, and that's okay. Progress is better than perfection. Now, here's something important to remember. You can admire someone else without tearing yourself down. Their win is not your loss. Their story is not your story. You are on a path that is uniquely yours, with ups and downs that no one else can fully understand. As Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Comparison is the thief of joy." And he was right. When you constantly measure your worth against someone else's highlight reel, you rob yourself of peace, growth, and happiness. Let me tell you another quick story about Angela, a 35-year-old single mom. Angela used to compare herself to other moms on Instagram all the time. She'd see moms baking perfect birthday cakes, taking vacations with their kids, having spotless homes. Meanwhile, Angela was just trying to make it through the day without breaking down. She often thought, "I'm failing as a mom." That thought broke her heart. When Angela learned about CBT through an online support group, she started practicing reframing her thoughts. One day, after seeing a photo of a mom's perfectly decorated nursery, she caught herself thinking, "My daughter deserves better." But this time she paused. She asked herself, "Is that true? Or am I just judging myself unfairly?" She replaced the thought with, "My daughter is loved, she's fed, she's safe." That matters more than anything else. She still sees those perfect photos online, but now she smiles at them without feeling like a failure. She knows she's doing her best, and that's enough. You can have this power too. You can stop comparing yourself to others. All it takes is a little awareness, a little practice, and a whole lot of self-compassion. So next time you feel like you're behind, or not enough, or failing, pause, take a deep breath. Ask yourself, is this thought helpful? Is it true? Then, remind yourself, I am on my own journey. I have my own timeline. I don't need to be like anyone else. Because your value doesn't come from your success compared to someone else's. It comes from who you are, what you care about, and how you keep going, even when it's hard. So today, make a promise to yourself. Stop comparing yourself to others. Start showing up for you. Start honoring your own story. You are not less than. You are just different. And different is beautiful. You are enough. You've always been enough. And you always will be.